Hello everybody, and welcome back to another FS22 Zielonka video. Last time we bought this field right here, completing this little grid here. As you can see, we have this street that goes up here, this street that comes across, and this kind of ditch, and then this street that comes across, and we now own every single field that kind of fills in this gap. So yeah, today we're gonna start farming this. We gotta actually get it cultivated and then planted with potatoes, and then we have some of our vegetable fields to plant as well. So yeah, busy day today, lots of planting to happen, because yeah, we are in April, and April kind of just is when the planting kicks off. We're in April right now, and all the farmers are starting to do their planting, at least down here where I am. Obviously, further north, you start a bit earlier. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab our cultivator, and then we can go ahead and take care of this. Oh, that's not where I wanted to turn. I forgot. Wait, this is our other field. This is our wheat. We bought that, I think, 2 episodes ago. We bought the wheat. But yeah, now I don't even know. Now I don't even know how to get around our own farm because we have so many fields. All right, there we go. This is the turn I wanted between the wheat field and our nice ridged fields. We might end up putting slurry on that. We'll see. We should hopefully have some more slurry. We did slurry this one. It doesn't look like it because we slurried it, then ridged it, so the ridging got rid of the slurry texture. But that one, we're going to try and slurry it after it's been ridged. We'll see how well that goes. See if the slurry tank's got enough juice left. At least to do these 2 fields down here. Those fields up there, I'm not sure. If anything, the potato one, the one with the weeds in it, just needs to be cultivated real quick and get planted. Whereas these ones down here, we have a bit more time, because vegetables, we have a bit more leniency with the planting seasons. If we have a look, you can see, yeah, a lot of the vegetables can be planted in May and even July, which is when we're going to plant our carrots. So yeah, really, April is we just need to get the potatoes in. That is really just our main concern for right now, is getting these potatoes in. So we're going to go ahead and pop this open. I got to get the cultivator, which, of course, is blocked in by literally everything. Fun. I guess I'll go ahead and put my front loader down in here, maybe. Just so it's not in my way. There we go. And then the weight. Alright. We'll probably end up reattaching that to the front once we get all this stuff moved out of the way. Honestly, I have been thinking about it. We might end up selling the roller and the weeder, and the mulcher, just to get a bit more money. Because we have so many fields, it's just too much work to have to do that for the tiny little games. Early on, it made sense. But now that we're doing a lot of vegetables and stuff, like, it really doesn't. And when we do grow arable crops, I probably won't bother with doing that. Because, again, it's a good thing to do when you don't have a lot of other stuff to do, but, I mean, we're getting quite busy on this farm, so it's not like I really have time to do the mulching and the rolling. So, yeah, probably end up selling these. And like, the main thing, too, is, like, most of our fields are vegetables. The vegetables don't even gain anything from it. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, most of our fields are vegetables. Vegetables don't really gain anything from being mulched. There's nothing there to mulch after you pick them, and then you don't want to roll them because then that removes the ridges. So really, it's just for arable crops, and we have very few of those now. So yeah, just doesn't make sense. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get this on a worker. The reason I'm going to get this on a worker is because we need to soil sample the field that we just bought. So there we go. Now we're all hooked in. So I'll go drive this up to our new field. Yeah, we got to get our little tractor, and we got to go do the soil samples. But we can do that while the worker is cultivating, and then hopefully right behind them we can get the potatoes in. Because yeah, we kind of wasted a lot of our month here in April. It's already like almost 2 o'clock, so got a lot to do, got a lot to get done. I'll go and get you lined up and on a worker. There he is. Maybe not there. Let me slide you a little bit over so that we can actually get the whole field. Alright, there we go. I think that'll do. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so that will cultivate. That will take care of all the problems this field has right now, currently. And we'll go ahead and get the the soil sampled. Guess I should check on the pigs. I think they're fine because we checked on them earlier. Yeah, they're doing all right. Maybe I'll get them some more food. Just a little bit. No, they're missing protein. I don't think we have any of that. Yeah. Completely out of the protein, so we just gotta load up the regular food. Okay, there we go. Okay. We just took a little bit, so we'll leave that there. And just gotta stay on top of them. Make sure they stay nice and happy. Yeah, and I don't think we can sample the field that our wheat is in, unfortunately. That's another one we need to sample, because we did buy that one, but because there's wheat in it, I don't really think there's much we can do while the wheat's there. I mean, I can try. We can try and see. It might be at the stage where we don't crush it, but we'll see. Yeah, I think whatever we do, we're going to crush it if we drive into this now. Yeah, see, we're crushing it. So yeah, we'll have to wait till after. I mean, we could always sample around the edges, but that's not really going to give us... I mean, we might actually be able to get most of the field just by sampling around the edges. Hold up. Yeah, let's try that. So we're going to do a sample. Let's see. What was the button to do it? Take a sample, B. Okay, so let's just take... Yeah, we might actually be able to do this. Just take samples at the edge. So we don't actually need to drive into the wheat. Yeah, this might actually work. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I'll go ahead and see you guys when it's done and we know what soil this field is. There we go, we successfully managed to actually sample this wheat field without even driving into it. That is, you know, pretty cool. I think I'll do one more sample here and then one more up over there. Yeah. Alright. I just realized I sampled that. I don't know if there's anything I can do, actually, to get this little bit. Oh, driving into the wheat. Yeah, we're going to end up sampling our neighbor's fields a little bit. That's okay. Yeah, see, the circle overlaps into the fields next door. Nothing we can really do about that. So I guess we'll figure out what their soil is, too. Alright, let's, do we fold it? Oh, no, there we go. Send for analysis. And then now we can fold it. Alright. There we is. And yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and get the potato thing ready. I don't know if the Zeter can run it. The Zeter might be able to run it, because we might be able to get going right behind the other tractor. We'll check the horsepower. And there we go. Soil samples analyzed, so we'll go and check those out as soon as we park back up. Doesn't take that long at all, usually. And then, yeah, I think we'll skip into May. And then we'll get another field planted and maybe some slurry down. Because, yeah, we've pretty much already used up most of April. We just got to get the potatoes in before it's too late. But then, yeah, once the potatoes are in, we can, you know, do some other things. Like maybe get the parsnips in or something. That might be good. Might be good to go ahead and get the parsnips in. So yeah, a lot of silty clay. I guess it's kind of expected that we have this band of silty clay that kind of goes up. So that's not great. Luckily, we do get a bit of loam. That's the good soil. And then we have the sandy loam, which is all over here. I think, yeah, it's looking like these fields would actually be really good to buy. But obviously, we already spent all our money. Yeah, if you look, these have pretty good yield potential. Not the best, though. Okay, so sandy loam, I think it's the loam that's pretty good. Yeah, that's going to be pretty bad. But because of the high amount of loam in this one, it kind of evens out. This one, a bit more silty clay than loam. Field 46 is really good. That's our olive field. And then this one, sandy loam. Yeah, sandy loam's kind of average. So, yeah, and then that field has a lot of silty clay. So, overall, not bad, but not great either. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know if the soil affects our olives. If we should have planted them in a field of silty clay instead, but it's fine. 150 horsepower. How much is the Zeter? 150 horsepower. Perfect. It's almost like you were made for it. Again, we definitely probably have better margins on the other tractor, but if it can do it, it can do it. And I'm not gonna stop it. Looks like we put the ridge. Why do we put the ridger in the way? I don't know. We don't need no ridger. Get out of here, ridger. We're done ridging. We've already done all our ridging that we need to do. Because the potato planter has a built-in ridger, technically. Go, potato. See, a little bit heavy. This tractor does have a built-in front weight, but it just doesn't seem to be enough. I don't know if we can up it at the store. I think it might have all the front weight it can actually carry. Does this thing even lift it up? It wasn't. It was lowered. Alright. I guess the thing doesn't get lowered, but the actual, like, part that does the digging, that's what gets lowered. Okay. Yeah, and it disconnects the shafts so the potatoes don't get fed. We weren't just dropping potatoes on the ground. Which isn't actually what happens, but in real life that's what would happen. Just dropping potatoes on the ground as we get to the field. Wonder why the tank is empty when we get there. Realize the thing was activated. You know, it happens. So yeah, doing a good job. Workers doing great. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get on with the potatoes. And I'll see you guys when they're all done. So get that lowered. Okay, I don't think this needs to be activated. I think we just go, right? Yep, there we go. Potatoes are going in. And this tractor is struggling. Let's get it into low gear. Alright, now it's cooking. Maybe actually we can do S gear. Maybe just like 1H S. There we go. That's the speed we want to be going. Maybe even 2S. Oh, 7. 2H. Yeah, that's good. Because that's right in that good power band. Not up near red line, just right in the good power band. Alright, and once the worker's done, I don't know what I'm going to have him do. I don't really think there's much for him to do. I mean, I could start having him plant the parsnips. Maybe I'll do that. I'll have him start on the parsnips. Although, it is getting kind of late, so maybe I'll just let him rest. And because I think that'll be better to do next month. Whereas, we're already pretty much out of April. I don't know if we could get the job done before the month ends. And then if that's the case, then we get, like, uneven patches in the field where some's grown, some's not. Yeah, let's not do that. Alright, here we go.
I haven't written in a month. I often lose the sense of time when I'm alone. It's been so long since I've been gone. But in the end we'll take new pictures and forgive. We'll take new pictures and forgive. We'll take new pictures and forgive.
Alright, well there we go. Let's try to get one more load of potato. Yeah, I tried to get that guy to drive back to the farm by himself, and they just crashed into a pole, so yeah, there's that. So yeah, 4,000 liters of potatoes to do all this, so yeah, we do have some left over that we can then go ahead and run over to the potato processing plant. I just didn't know how much the field was going to take. And I didn't want to put too much in here because once you load it up into here, you can't unload it. So I was trying to, you know, not use too much. I think maybe like another, I'll put like another 200 liters in here. And that should be enough to finish the field. And if there's like 100 left over, oh well, it's not a big deal. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and carefully pull under this pipe. Yeah, that should be good. That should be all we need. Alright. So let's see, how much do we have left in there? 18,000 left in there, so we can take all that over to the potato chip, and yeah, look how much olive oil they have, because this was on distributing instead of storing for a little while. So yeah, a little bit. Hopefully they'll be able to do something with that. I mean, it's 18,000 liters. It's a decent amount of potatoes. I just didn't know how much we would need, but we really didn't need that much just to do one field. And I mean, I don't know. I guess I should look. So field 50 is... Okay, it's 1 hectare. 0.97. I don't think that includes the farm. So yeah, it is our... 43 is our biggest field. Okay, so if we do potatoes there, we probably want a bit more, but if we're doing any of our fields with potatoes, it's pretty much going to be like 4,000 liters is what we need. So yeah, that's good to know. So we'll just make sure to keep 4,000 liters in stock. Maybe I'll do 5,000, because I think next year we'll be doing this field of potatoes. Again, if the series were to naturally continue, this field would be potatoes, because it would be wheat, then carrots, and then potatoes is what we did over there. So it'd be the same rotation as we did in that other field, which worked out quite well. So yeah, I think potatoes there probably makes the most sense. Plus it's our biggest field, so yeah, we'll save 5,000 liters for next year. But we don't need to save that right now. That's just when we go to harvest this, we'll put 5,000 into the silo. And again, I was also saying we should save this for pig food, but then again, once this is harvested, we'll have the wheat harvested, and then probably do some contracts as well to get the other stuff. So really, it doesn't matter. We can sell all the potatoes that we have in storage, or not sell them, because it's not the best price to sell them. But we can start producing stuff with them. We can put them in the production chain. That's what I meant. They can go in the production chain and they can start producing. Now, this last pass is a little bit thicker than the other parts of the field. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. I think that was the perfect amount right there. Pretty perfect. I'll just touch up the areas we missed. Any spots that we missed, like right here, I can just tell, is a missed bit. You can tell it's a missed bit by the way that it is. You see how the texture's slightly different? There's no potatoes there, that's why. There we go. Now there's potatoes there. Alright, I mean, it's probably pretty decent. Let's see, how's it look? Yeah, pretty good, except for this spot. There's a spot right back there. Yeah, I see it. Back it up, back it up. Okay, that's probably good enough. Alright, let's see if I can get you to drive back to the farm. Okay, let's see if I can get you to drive back to the farm without crashing into a pole. Oh wow, the worker's smart enough to realize what I did. That's pretty clever, actually. Because yeah, the path used to come out like right over there, but since I put the windmill here, I kind of made it go around this way. And yeah, the worker was smart enough to realize that. That is... I'm honestly impressed by that. That was pretty cool. Alright. I thought they would just cut through the grass there, because that's where the path used to be. But no, he actually took the actual path that I made. This is FS22. This ain't even FS25 with the fancy workers. This is... that really caught me off guard. Anyway. Alright, let's unfold that. Get that there. So we gotta unfold it to drop it off. So there we go. There's our cultivator, which we barely use, but it's good to have when we don't need to plow a field. There we go. Alright, so there we go, there's that. And then, yeah, we can probably... I mean, I think I'll put the weeder in front of it. Because I'll need the weeder. We'll need the weeder soon. Like, probably next month. To just go ahead and weed the potatoes. But I'll go ahead and just put that in here. And then those two implements, probably sell them, like I said. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and give the pigs the rest of this food before we go to sleep. Let's make sure they have enough food to last them the night. There we go. Alright. Shut that, and then go ahead and get you, put this back. Alright, I'll probably shove the ridger in front of it again. Alright, there we go. So you'll be doing that tomorrow. Make sure to switch you over to... What was the button for that? Y? Yeah, there we go. Parsnips. I don't think we've ever done parsnips. Which is kind of funny. But yeah, I don't think we've ever done parsnips. So that'll be a first for tomorrow. Alright. Sleep. Alright, nice little bit of rain overnight. Gotta love it. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. So all this looks good. Wheat looks good. Ooh. Potatoes look good. They all sprouted up overnight. Just go ahead and run through this wheat. And here they are. There's all their potatoes. And of course, we do have some weeds probably growing in between all this. Yep, small weeds, so we can go and get the weeder on here. Gotta get some nitrogen in here. The pH value is bad, which is not what I was expecting. Because there was lime on this field, but I guess it's been so long since that lime got put on that it probably needed more. Probably? Or it just wasn't enough lime. So yeah, we could spread some lime on here. It probably needs it. The wheat does too. Honestly, I might just wait for the crop to be harvested and then we worry about that. It's not a big deal. Not as big a deal as the nitrogen that we can just spread whenever. But yeah, it is a little bit kind of eh. I wish it was better. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get on this tractor and we'll go ahead and do the weeding. After we give the pigs their daily rations. They took the whole trailer. Pretty much. I mean, that trailer will probably be empty by tonight. Remember, we already took care of the weeds in this wheat because we actually got this weed puller and we took it to the wheat before the field was even ours. It was a contract to get rid of the weeds. So, the only field we have to worry about with the weeds is this one because our other two were plowed. And when you plow a field, you don't have to worry about weeds. And yet these are small enough where we won't crush them. So that is perfect. There we go. Goodbye, weeds. Goodbye. Get out of here. I honestly don't know how this thing is not pulling out the potatoes as well, but you know, it's a wheat. It does its thing. It does its weeding thing, and it does it pretty well. Oh, hold on. Are we missing weeds? Oh, it says we need a hoe. Weed small hoe. So that's not even working. Okay. Hold up. How much is a hoe?
That's what he said.
The Chop Star row guard is what we need. We need this. I mean, that is nice. 9 meter, 140 horsepower. I honestly wouldn't mind that. 51,000 though. How much can we get for our rollers and stuff? This is interesting. A spanner has been thrown in the works. If we can get enough money from our other stuff, then maybe we can afford that big hoe. I thought the small weeds you could pull out with the wheat. I guess I don't know. All right, we'll see how much we can get for all our stuff. All the stuff I said I wanted to sell. So we got our old weeder, our old roller, and mulcher. I honestly don't know how much all this stuff is worth. Okay, that's worth 2,000. We can repair And, oh no, we can't repaint it. 4,000, 9,000. Okay, we can repair some of this. Can't afford... You know what, it's fine. Borrow a little bit, so I can afford to repaint, because that does make this... It does make it worthwhile. It increases the value by a lot. So, it's worth doing it. $21,000. Alright. Well, maybe what we do, because I don't know... Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how much we'll get use out of it, so we'll just lease it. But at least we have, you know, the thing. We have the money now. And, you know, we'll see. We'll see if it's something that we like. And if we like it, we'll buy it. Where is it? Where was the category? Weeders, there we go. Yeah, so we'll just lease this for now. Yeah, so we'll just lease it. Because, yeah, I really don't need any of that other stuff. The small weeder. I mean, the small weeder works fine. But we probably need something like this. Because, yeah, if the weeds are going to just be barely too big to take care of with the small thing, we need the big boy. So there we go. There's the big boy. Look at that. Thing looks, this is a contraption. Alright. Let's see. We can get our front weight back on, because I can feel the rear wheels, or the front wheels lifting off with this thing. Alright, there we go. This tractor is more than enough to run this. I think even the little Zeter could run this. It was only 140. Which is kind of crazy for how big it is. It's got a ludicrous working width. Oh. Okay, even with the front weight, the front wheels can still come off the ground and prevent us from turning. That is good to know. Let's go ahead and unfold this. Alright. The weeds were laughing. Now they're not. They're not laughing anymore. Are those? Those are work lights. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's get that down. Ooh, not the front weight. The rear thing. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, take that, weeds. Take that. Take that. Baha. Take that. Pow. There's one. And gone. There's a weed, and it's gone. Yeah, this thing's nice. Alright, and then I think once we do this, I'll probably... Actually, I probably could start now. Oh yeah, let me just stop. Before we waste even more of our time. Now that we actually have some money. That was the other reason to sell everything, just so we have a bit of money in the bank so I can hire some workers. We're gonna get you on the parsnips in this field. And then after this, we'll go ahead and run the slurry tanker over the other one. And we'll see how well that goes. Because I would like to get the parsnips on the first possible harvest. First possible harvest time. So yeah, we'll go and get that started. Because yeah, if we plant the... Basically, take a look at the chart. If we plant the parsnips now in May, we plant the red beets in June, and then the carrots in July, that'll kind of line up where the parsnips will probably be ready in September, most likely, kind of halfway through. Red beets will be ready in October, and the carrots will be ready in November. And that way we can kind of split up our harvest that way without having to do everything in one day. Even though we'll be leasing the big machine, it just makes sense, because we'll also have potatoes to deal with in September, probably, along with the carrots, or whatever is ready. And then our olives, too. Can't forget about the olives. They're kind of going to be ready in October, so right during red beet harvest time. So, yeah. It's good to just kind of split up the planting so that way we're not dealing with it all at once, because otherwise that's going to be a problem. Even with the big machine, it's going to still be a big job. The big machine will harvest the fields twice as fast, sure, but we'll still have to cart it. And we'll still have to cart at the same interval, because I don't know... Unless I can afford to lease a big truck and trailer, which honestly might be worth it, so we might consider that. This is going to be really hard. This is going to be really hard. Alright, I think 3 passes of this, and this field will be clear of weeds. That'll be good. Might actually hold on to this for a little bit. Might honestly be worth it just to, like, you know, because once we harvest our wheat and we got to get the carrots in, we might want to use this. So I might hold it for just a little bit. It probably makes sense to do that instead of having to lease it again in a couple months. Because as much as I would love to afford this, I just don't know. There's a lot of stuff that we're trying to afford, and the money's gonna be kind of tight. Because I want to also buy the soup chain as well, and that's gonna be a lot of money, so... And also, we kind of wasted a lot on a slurry tanker. What? I mean, what? The slurry tanker's useful. What are you on about? We make good use of the slurry tanker.
Oh, really?
But yeah, we can see... Now we can actually see the spots we missed. We missed a big old spot right there. Oh, well. It's fine. Alright, there we go. A little bit, not bad. Oh, there's some large stones, actually. Ooh. That's a bit iffy, the large stones. I don't really think that's something we're going to worry about. Again, like I said, the series is almost over. But that's probably why our machines, like, our maintenance is so bad. Like, look, we need to maintain this tractor again. Yeah, that's probably why. It's probably all those rocks. But honestly, on the time it would take to lease a rock picker and fix all that, it doesn't really make sense. Like that'll be something the farm will have to do after the series ends, you know? Let's get this in here. I think I am gonna just hold on to it for a little bit. Just for a little bit. We could probably actually sell more pigs. I completely forgot about that. That was another way we can make some money. So we might do that next time, because we're kind of full on today. And also, I was kind of hoping they'd produce a bit more slurry. Let's see, how much we got? 6,000. Might be fine. We'll see. Also, their health isn't quite great. I think because their food might have ran out overnight. So that's the problem. It's because we filled up the root crops so full. In FS19, each category had its own fill level, so even if you did fill up the root crops, you could still fill up the other levels, but now it's like, yeah, you can accidentally fill the trough with something, and then kind of just frick yourself over, basically. Not ideal. Hold on, I would like slurry, please. Can I have some slurry? I have to unfold. Q, refill. Refill me, please. Gosh, this is so annoying. I probably do need to build a path here to fill up the slurry tanker. There we go. Alright, now we are full. We'll see how far this gets us. We have 2,000 left. I'm not confident we'll be able to get this field done. I mean, maybe it's not that big. No, I think this field's smaller. I think we calculated this. Yeah, this is 0.97. Oh, they're the same. Okay, we might be fine. They're both 0.97. We might need to wait just like a little bit longer for the slurry to be done, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get on with another time lapse. Oop, I am unfolding the wrong thing. My bad. Alright, there we go. Never seen what slurry looks like in between ridges. This will be interesting. Oh yeah, it literally gets put in between the ridges. Look at that. It is slurry in between ridges. It feels like we're not putting it on top of the ridge. It's going in between. Interesting. Or maybe if this was kind of where it all collects. Yeah, you might squirt a little bit on top of the ridge, but then gravity will just kind of push it into the bottom. That makes sense. Alright, we'll see how much we can get done with this. If it's anything like our other field, we might be. If I can find the right gear to use for this. I need, like, really low. Okay. 2-2. 2-3. No, 1. Gear 1. Gear 1, 2. Gear 1, 3. Gear 1, 4. Goodness. Okay, I think it's leveling off a bit, but I'll stick in gear 2 too. But I think it just leveled off a bit. And this is a very steep field, so I guess that might be to be expected. Alright. Well, anyway, here goes absolutely nothing.
It's a brand new day. Stories told won't fade away. We will paint a brand new day. I haven't been home in a while. Few faces change, but colors still remain the same. I know we shouldn't look behind, 'cause in the end we'll take new pictures and forgive. We'll take new pictures and forgive. We'll take new pictures and forgive.
Alright, well, color me surprised. That, yeah, that barely is just enough. I think we might have enough to do the strip on the end there. Looks like it. We'll see. I'm not sure if we can, like, disable half of it. Do, like, the half application? I don't think so. It might just automatically do it. I'm not sure. So we'll see. If it does, like, a half application on the way back, because, yeah, that's what I kind of want. Because we don't really need to cover the full area. So we'll see what it does. Oh, car. Up, can you move, please? Can you? Okay, fine, go. I was not in your way at all in the slightest. Alright. Let's get back into here. Alright, so we're gonna try and lean onto this side. And hopefully, the slurry spreader only does like half application. It might be. Not sure. Doesn't look like it's doubling up on the other side, which is good. Come on. Come on. You got this. Gotta drop some gears. The tank is very light, though, so it shouldn't hopefully struggle too bad. Drop another gear. Drop another one. Oh wait, we're in speed mode actually, I just realized. So we want to drop to like there. There we go. Yeah, that's why we were struggling. We were in the IV. We want to be in the 3. And that looks like to be just the perfect right amount. Yeah, we'll take that. There's a couple pieces, but like we out of slurry. There we go. There's that piece there, and then at that corner there where, yeah, had to avoid turning into this field. That's the challenge about owning this field now, is I have to worry about accidentally crushing the wheat. It's not that much. It'll be fine. But yeah, that tractor's doing a good job. I'll go ahead and check on the parsnips, see how they're looking. If they're happy, or if you're gonna need more fertilizer, I'm not sure. They might want more, but also, yeah, this field was slurried like the other ones. They might just be happy with what they have. Let me see. Yeah, pH. Oh yeah, nitrogen. Yeah, they're gonna want a little bit more, but it won't be that much. So that's the good thing about using the slurry. We saved a little bit on artificial fertilizer by using the slurry. I don't know if we'll I don't know if we're gonna make back the amount of money we spent on this big old thing doing that, but you know, it's there. It's a thing. Anyways, let's go and park this back in here. See if the pigs want some more food. Oh right, I kind of blocked that area. I think I'll just put it in here. Yeah, I'll put it in that door. That's where the other trailer goes, but I might find another spot for that. I'm not sure. I might put it next to the bales. We'll see. Kinda I mean, we have plenty more space. We just sold 3 things, so we should have plenty of space on the farm to fit all our stuff back inside. Not a deal. Not a big deal. Ooh. What is a big deal is, though, me trying to get this into the shed without taking out the door. See, that would be a thing that we wouldn't want to do, is take out the door. All right, and I get that in there. There we go. I think that's good. AI worker B tank is empty. Oh yeah, because they were seeding. I'm like, what were they doing? I forgot what they were doing. No, they're seeding. That makes sense, yeah. Okay. I'm like, I'm the one slurry spreading. I have the tank. No, they're seeding. There's a seed tank on a seeder. Alright. Let's just go and straighten this up. And get that all the way in. There we go. Alright. Oh, wait, what did I do? Oh, I dropped the thing off the back. Okay. And then we'll drop the whole thing. Okay, we'll just leave it in pieces. It'll be fine. Alright, so shut that in there. I might just go grab a seed bag and then bring it over. Alright. Let's try and get this done before the rain comes. Oh, let's see. There we go. There's our seed bag. Wait, I don't even need the sling. Right, I forgot, because it's a bag. It's a bag. I'll leave the sling over here. Yeah, we don't need the sling, because we have bag. Oh, the rain's starting. I wanted to get done before the rain started, but the rain's starting. Alright. Alright, that'll be plenty of seeds to get us through. It's funny, because it's only 224, but the vegetable harvesters, they don't use a whole lot. Or harvesters? Planters. Yeah, the vegetable planters use, like, barely any. This was, like, 10 liters for this whole field. Alright, there we go. There you go. Here's your seed. Get after it. Yeah, see, that's as much as it needed. Right there. And, oh no, it didn't even take any. I thought it did. Here, take your seed. Take your seed. Take it. Take it. Okay, now it's taking it. Now it's full. Yeah, see, barely anything. 16 liters. Alright. Get after it. Get after it, buddy. And then what I will do to finish off today, I guess I'll put this right here because we're going to be using it. We'll go ahead and run the potatoes to the place. Oh, I forgot there's beets in here. Despite my better judgment, I will give these to the pigs. Because it's only 12 liters. There we go. Alright. Okay, no, potatoes. There we go. Yeah, leaving the wheat in there. Alright, there we go. Leaving the wheat in there. Taking the potatoes out, because we're going to make pig food. We're going to make this pig food, I think. No, I think this one. Yeah, so it's the wheat, it's potatoes, it's sorghum. So we're going to do a sorghum harvest and a canola harvest. Yeah. And a contract. And then we'll have potatoes. I mean, I might leave a little bit in here. I'm not sure. I really don't need to leave that much. Maybe I'll leave like 1,000. Alright, 17. Yeah, I think I'll leave that much potatoes just for the pig food. And then these can go to making chips. This will be plenty. Alright. Just because we might want to do those contracts sooner rather than later. And yeah, our wheat will be ready before the potatoes are. So yeah, that'll make sense. That'll make sense. Yep. Alright, let's close that. And then we'll head on down to the potato place. And I guess as we go to drop these off, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe for new videos, have a great day, get rest of your day, and yeah, next time we have red beets to plant and wheat to harvest. So that's going to be, both of those things are going to be quite full on. Okay, I need to make an amendum here because I completely forgot. Next time, we're not going to be harvesting the wheat because we got to fertilize the wheat, and also we have the olive stuff to do. So that's what we'll be doing. Red beets, olive stuff, wheat fertilizing, probably even potato fertilizing. Just getting all that done. So the harvest will be the episode after, and the rapid turnaround. But yeah, it's gonna be full on. Anyways, here's your potatoes. There they go. And you can get back to making your chips with the olive oil. Alright. Later.